What's up, everybody? I'm back again, another update video letting you know that the College Hoops update is done, completed, and uploaded. If you played the mod before, just head to my Mediafire page, open up the College Hoops update folder, download that zip, unzip it, drag it into your modded folder. If it asks you to replace files when you drag it in, go ahead and say yes. I updated some stuff, so I had to swap some team files and stuff over, so I had to change some stuff up. So there's a few files you have to replace in your modded folder, so just go ahead and say yes if that happens. And yeah, you'll be pretty much good to go. So for the new people that are just coming aboard, let's quickly talk about this mod because I keep getting the same questions. So what is this mod? So this is it's just a roster that I put together. It's fictional, so let's get this out of the way first. It's a completely fictional roster. There is no real college players on here. However, this roster you can edit. It's fully editable. You can edit the roster and put real college players on there. I didn't. I like fictional rosters, so it's fictional, completely made up. It features 135 college teams. That includes the arenas, jerseys, crowds, courts, plus a bunch of other little stuff in there too. The roster was meant to be used in my league. That's kind of how I made it because that's what I wanted to play with the roster. But you can use it in Play Now, and I've seen people use it in My Career, so you can do that as well. I think if you use it for My Career, you got to use Lamono Trainer, and then you can copy the roster. But I think if you copy the roster, you only can use the first 30 teams in the mod. So I think I'm never used it for My Career, but I've seen people do videos on their channels with it, so I believe it's a possibility. So that's what the mod has in it. Things that this mod does not have. Again, I'll say it again. It does not have real college players. No created caps. That's college players. No tendencies. No ratings. Nothing even resembling the college players in the NCAA and other leagues, whatever. So all fictional. Hence the title, fictional college, but fictional. There's also no college rules been changed. I can't change the rules in the game, so there is no rule changing there. So if you're wondering like why is it still NBA rules, because it is. There's no way for me to change that. You can edit this roster. So again, if it's something that you want to do, like you prefer to play with real college players or created caps that you made, you can put them on a roster, and you can even put them on a roster, re-upload the roster, and then other people can download that roster. So that's definitely possible to do here. Me, I'm just not doing it because it just takes way too long, and I spent already too much time doing this. So, but you can do that. Modes. Again, you can play now with this roster. You can play My League. And I've seen people play My Career. I think if you use the trainer and copy the roster, you can actually go ahead and go through My Career and play a My Career that way. However, I think if you do that, you can only use the first 30 teams. So don't quote me on that because I don't do it. I've seen people play it on their channel, so but I think you can. I think that's the limitation to it, because if you try to create a custom roster, My Career might crash. What else? I have some stuff written down up here. That's pretty much it. I may do a how to install video, but man, I really tried to make the instructions really simple. Just head to my thread on NLSC, follow the step by step. I literally walk you through it. The big thing is, now I'll kind of show you guys this real quick. The big thing is here, when you go to my Mediafire page and you start following them instructions. Pull this down so you guys can see it. If you've never used any mods in 2K before, the first thing you're going to want to do is download the mod plugin and Hook. Take that and drag that and drop that directly into your 2K directory. You're gonna have a folder. Let's see if I can find it for you. Here we go. So you're gonna have a folder like this when you drag and drop. That folder is your modded folder. This is where all your mods go. Once you get that part down, you're good to go. From there, you're basically gonna be following my instructions, and going through and just dragging and dropping right into that folder. Now I'll pull it up here just so you can see it real quick. So you're basically going to just follow steps 1 through 12, and not all of these you have to do, some are optional, but you just drag, drop into that folder, let it unzip, good to go. Download the roster. That's it. It's no more than that. So yeah, so follow that thread. Make sure you read everything there, pay attention there when you're installing it. It'll answer pretty much all of your questions, the same questions that I kind of keep getting. All those are answered right there. So speaking on this update alone, like just this update for people that already had the mod, adds 51 new teams. A lot of them are smaller schools. I was able to introduce 2 new small arenas. It's the same arena, but I just changed the basket, so you have some variation there. It's even enough teams to do a small school my league. So if you want to do a new my league and just include all small schools with a small arena, you can. So that's there. Also, another thing that works with this mod in my league is in my files here on my MediaFire page, I've also even added the ability to change your own teams in my league. So let's say out of these 135 teams, you still don't find the team that you want. You can go into my league, as long as you download this part 11, and you got this in your modded folder. You can go into my league, take one of the teams, do a relocation and change the team, like change the court, change the jersey, make it yourself, and it still would be the files that I've added to the game will kind of still have that NCAA feel. Like I still removed a lot of logos, so it's literally, you can make any team that you want. If I don't have them in my 135 teams, you can make it yourself, and it'll still, the mod will still, it won't look out of place if you understand how my league works. Because once you do it, it'll show all these NBA logos everywhere and it just looks awkward. So I removed all of that stuff for you, so it's ready to go if you want to add teams that I do not have. I can't think of anything else. The issues that I were running into were it was crashing when I did a my league simulation. So what I would do is go into my league. Let's delete this one. I'll load my roster, do a custom league, change to some of the smaller schools you can see me doing here, and then when I simmed, it would crash. So I'm gonna do it right here. So I'm gonna create Charleston Southern, auto generate. So what was happening before, I think I fixed it, is once I started this, I would get to the end of the season, and then when it's doing advance to next season, it would crash. So I think I fixed that, so I think we're good there. Just gotta do no here. I simmed multiple teams and I did 20 sim seasons, so I had no crashes, so hopefully we are good. So we'll just simulate the finals, simulate the playoffs. I got eliminated. Wow. Villanova won. So this is where I would get, and I would go ahead and it would crash. So I'll go all the way down here, advance to the next season, and it wouldn't make it past any of this stuff. It'd instantly crash out. So I think I fixed that. So the mod should be ready to go. As you can see, got to next season, works fine. I've even changed in here, if you were to do like the scrimmage, I've even changed the scrimmage court and floor and arena. So it'll be just a basic arena now. So before, I think it always showed Creighton, so it won't show that. So yeah, so that's, and it's the little subtle stuff that I changed in here that you'll end up seeing when you play. But mod is complete, everything is good. Try it out, let me know how it works. If something doesn't work, please report back, let me know. Again, I'm gonna try to go ahead and do another video that kind of walks you through step by step how to install it, if people really need it. Some people have been asking me, so what I did was I went in and I rewrote like my installation instructions. You gotta do just Just follow this and you'll get it installed and it'll be working. Even got some troubleshooting stuff on the bottom because a lot of people have been saying that the crowds, not the crowds, but the courts haven't been loading up. If that happens, when you go go to the roster, re-download it a few times, because I've seen people say that, and some people have reported back like I had to re-download the roster 3 times because for some reason, I guess all the stuff that I changed, it may be getting corrupt when you're downloading it. So try to download it 3 or 4 times if you download it once and stuff isn't showing up like it should be. But when you download it, you'll know it's working. I'm just gonna load it up. You'll know it's working because you'll see all the teams. I only have teams in current and all time. The classic teams aren't used. I just removed everything out of there. It's current and all time teams are only teams you gotta worry about where you're gonna find the college teams. And then, like I said, when you load it up, if you don't see the arena, the courts, or the jerseys, re-download the roster again. You'll see it works. That's pretty much it for me, man. Like I said, try it out, let me know how it works. Run into any issues, let me know. I think the next thing I want to try to update, if I can, if I have time, because this took a lot of time, but if I have time, I want to do Dornas for every team. So that's the little stadium advertisements back here where it says Google Cloud. I want to change that and have custom ones for each team. I got a lot of generics for every team, so that's probably the next thing I'll do if I do update. But that's it, man. Try it out, let me know how it works. If you enjoy it, hit the like button. If you like the like the content as far as the gameplays I show on my channel, hit subscribe, do all of that good stuff. If people are asking where they got it from, direct them towards my channel. I get a lot of people asking like, do you know where I can get the college mod? I'm like, yeah, it's on my channel. So oddly enough, they asked me and don't know I made it. So spread the word, get it out there, and I'm out. Peace.